Hello, everyone. I am Will, and welcome back to my playthrough of Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered. Yep. Uh, Last we left off, we did kind of the next mission in the main campaign. I think it was called To Curse the Darkness. Yeah. Where we had to bring down the Eclipse's focus network. Yep. Silence, episode before last, pointed us into the direction of where we could do that. Yeah, so as we got closer, he basically said that the thing we have to destroy is inside the Eclipse main base, question mark? Inside, at least it's an Eclipse base in like the cliffside down in the south. Yeah, and before we actually went inside, we kind of sat down, fire, talked to him a little bit, and yeah, it turned out he assisted at least the Eclipse at one point. I guess when their interests overlined, I guess. Yeah, because Silence is a pretty straightforward person. No, he doesn't care about personal connections or anything like that. He's driven solely by the need for knowledge, the need for just knowledge in general. So that's what drives him forward. So he doesn't care about anything else except for getting what he wants. So he's actually a pretty straightforward person to work with, but Aloy is a kind of different. No, she, I'll say, puts faith in the personal connection and the emotions and all that stuff. But anyway, so then we waited for nightfall, infiltrated the base. We actually were able to stealth past the machines in the first section. In the next section with the actual Eclipse soldiers, we stealthily took them down. So luckily we didn't have to really get into a big fight, which I think helped the mission go by a bit quicker. And then where the Eclipse people were, there was several data audio logs recorded by Hellas, the Eclipse leader. You know, the guy that almost killed us at the proving. But he's not in his he's a fanatic zealot. Yeah, he adheres closely to the religion of the Karja, the Sun Faith, whatever they call it. Yeah, and he was tempered by his time as a soldier. So can't be weak, gotta show strength, yada yada yada. Yeah. So he was very loyal to the previous Sun King, the one who raided the other tribes and sacrificed people in the Sun Ring, hoping to con the machines or whatnot. But yeah. And in one of the audio logs, it said that when the uprising happened, he escorted another prince and the queen here to Sunfall. So King of Odd has at least a half brother that's here somewhere. So maybe we'll be able to meet them eventually. But yeah. So and after that, we found the component we needed to destroy. However, it turned out that Hades, which I'm guessing is an AI, was also there. He was kind of stuck inside a metal devil Horus kind of brain? Best way to describe it would probably be brain, the CPU component of it, whatever. So yeah, basically we're sent straight into the lion's den. Yeah. So Horus, so when we got to the component, Hades spotted us. We were able to destroy the component, but Hades sent his machines and kind of destroyed. Basically ran on, did everything he could to try to kill us. So we just made a beeline out of there. Yeah. So And then after that, we made our way up here to the Sunfall. 'Cause now with the network down, we can actually approach without getting swarmed by the Shadow Karja army. I say that's a good thing. Yeah, so we came up here to the tent city. It was like a refugee camp of sorts. There was one short side quest here. Had to go find a doctor, give him a Thunderjaw heart. Luckily, we had one, at least. So we got that one quick and done with.
It just doesn't make sense.
And that was it.
Mm-hmm. The next, he's gone.
Between episodes, I didn't do anything. So all our stuff's going to be the same. And for this episode, we'll take the next mission in the main quest. We'll do the Deep Secrets of the Earth. Yeah. So we're basically going to go into Sunfall and try to get into the Zero Dawn facility that's located somewhere here. Yeah, the map says it's over here, but I guess we'll have to walk through all this first. It's going to be fun. Even though the network's down, we're still kind of we look nothing like everyone else. I don't know how, I do not know how this is going to work. But yeah, so that's the plan. At least do this next mission. Depending on how long it takes will depend on what we do afterwards. Because for right now, we're just going to beeline the main mission. That's all we really have to do right now. And we'll also do any side quests that pop up. So there's probably going to be like another 2 or 3 along the way, but we'll see. We'll see. All right. Should we get going? I think so. Yeah, well, part of me wanted to start this at Ross's grave like we did last time, but I was like, it didn't really do that much. So we'll probably do Ross's grave after this one. So I have a feeling this is going to be a pretty big episode. Or at least this mission is probably going to be pretty serious. This is the Zero Dawn facility and all that.
Don't forget to stock up before you're on the road.
Yeah, I also came up in here, checked the merchant, see if he had the armor I was looking for, but he doesn't. At least not yet. I think it's locked behind quest progression. Yeah, he has nothing new for us. So.
Won't cost you but a shard to look.
Well, there's Banuk people here, huh? Right.
You honor me.
Just to blend in a little bit.
The Sun Ring, a proud tradition of the Karja.
It's not like this in Meridian. At least, I don't know.
We're letting the
Give
Ocelot
them
take
time.
Durval? They'll give
I'm
him a
sure
rap on the
they
knuckles and let him go.
Sun Ring. I'm guessing something similar to the Colosseum gladiatorial games of ancient Rome. Yeah.
Nice to have a break. It's been hard lately.
Keep to yourself.
All right. Yeah, put on the Karja's armor just to blend in a little bit.
Now we get to see if your attack on their focus network was entirely successful.
What are you talking about? Did I crash the network or not?
In theory, all should be well. Success. Welcome to the Citadel, Aloy. I'll check back with you in a moment. In the meantime, circulate.
Circulate. Yep. Basically, just look around.
It's like people are just vanishing.
Word is that the Outlanders are only here to weed out traitors. So at least I'm safe.
All right. So I guess if we try to come up here before we crash the network, they would all be hostile to us.
Morale in Sunfall.
And yeah,
Sun knows we need it.
and that's a lot of soldiers to fight. Yeah.
Kestrel's off doing who knows what. Can we afford to leave Sunfall so vulnerable? As to this I fear this ceasefire is a ruse. Avad's a murderer, after all. Are we to take him at his word? My uncle passed away.
I guess the people that left Meridian are the people who, I would say, their faith in the Sun King and their religion was probably strong or stronger, hence why they left. Yeah, because they saw as King of Odds, uprising as kind of like treacherous, treasonous kind of thing.
Disappearing in the night. Deserters of yours.
All right,
Good riddance.
this is probably a cutscene.
Outlanders, if you want to hear about today's bounties, head for the throne room. You're not going to make any shards by standing out here. Filthy mercenary bottom feeders.
I'll take the shards, even if it means having to listen to Bahavas.
I hear the Shadow Carja are looking for one of their own. Should pay well.
We'll just mix in with the crowd.
Hey. We have nothing for you. Go on. Move.
By the glory of the sun revealed. Behold, radiant Edaman, the one true Sun King, the light in shadow, whose will is light and whose light is law.
I command Lucius Bahavas to speak in my behalf.
By the will of radiant Edaman does the sun glare down mercilessly upon the traitor Uthid. To the hunter who brings his head to us shall go a bounty of 500 shards.
More prisoners than royalty, don't you think? Love your hair. You and I need to chat, little huntress. The green tent down in Shadowside? I'll be waiting.
Kinda busy.
We both know you're no killer for hire. Uthid is innocent. So come see me, while there's still time to save him.
So, the way in I spoke of is right behind you.
You've got to be kidding.
Not at all. And you needn't worry about the Kestrels. They'll be too busy acting important to pay attention to you.
First time in the Citadel, gotta see the sun ring from on high.
Side quests.
Ah, they want us to see this, boy. It makes quite an impression.
Okay, so we picked up another side quest. Do I want to do this right now? Hold on. Also has been marked by death by high priests. Now we have a choice. What are we going? I'd rather do the side quests first, get them out of the way. Yeah, we'll do this first. I'd rather do this, get this out of the way. All right. Well, assuming we can leave. If we can't leave, then I don't want to get too close.
She got sick, then died in the night.
All right. Actually, I just fast traveled to the camp. Yeah, I meant to do the main quest, but you're like, what? Side quest popped up. Get that out of the way. So, all right. Time to get sidetracked.
The food is from Dowager Queen Nasadi, little ones. Her Highness knows times are hard and helps when she can. Eat. Bring some home for your families, if you have one. I've heard whispers about you. Rides machines, fancy spear, delightful freckles. Some even say you have a conscience. How extraordinary.
Who are you? You're obviously not one of the Shadow Karja.
My name is Vanasha. For now, all you need to know is that I'm a whisper of reason in this howling pit of insanity.
I know how that feels.
I'm sure you do. And so does Uthid. He's a good man, so naturally the Shadow Karja want to murder him. I've done some digging, and I think he's headed for the Green Climb. It won't take those mercenaries long to find him. He could use some help, if you're so inclined.
Yeah, just from the last cutscene, the Shadow Karja head priest guy is basically using the little kid as a puppet. Because the kid doesn't know any better, he's just trying to... And mom's probably just trying to keep him safe. But... politics. I hate politics.
Stop being evasive and tell me who you really are.
Stop being evasive? You might as well tell me to stop being charming. It's impossible, but I like you. So I'll tell you a secret. I have friends in Meridian, and I like to do favors for them when I can. Uthid might be of use to them, if he survives.
How do you know Uthid is innocent?
I'm excellent at making inquiries. Look, he feeds orphans from his own rations and personally punishes anyone who hurts the old or infirm. The idea that he would try to kill Edelman is ridiculous. He must have found something that can embarrass the priesthood. Otherwise, Bahavas wouldn't risk marking such a well-regarded man for death.
Sounds about right. Sounds about right. And we'll do the side quest first, just explain away, saying, well, if we help this guy, it'll bring chaos to the Shadow Karja, helping us infiltrate a little bit better. So I'll use that as my reasoning why I'm doing this first. Not because I want to get the side quest out done first, but I'm just, no, okay.
What makes you think he's on the Green Climb?
He knows he'll be pursued, so he needs a hideout that's both familiar and defensible. He once single-handedly held off an entire bandit clan in those foothills. My guess is that he'll fall back on what worked before.
All right.
I'll do what I can for Uthid. But what about you?
What about me what?
What will you do while I risk my life?
Useful things, little huntress. Look for 3 dead trees south of Sunfall. They mark the start of the Green Climb. Good luck.
Yes, I remember you. You were a cool person. I liked you. All right.
Uthid was the most devoted Karja I knew. If he can't stay true, what hope is there for the rest?
All right. So we're going to go help this Uthid guy sow discord in the Shadow Karja ranks. So we can get to the Zero Dawn facility a bit easier. Yeah. Oh, I forgot. Between episodes, I did spend our upgrade points, so I do have the ability to call for a mount at any time. Yeah, so as long as you don't have one ready, I can just call one. Bam. So we'll probably use this every now and then. And it'll probably pull from the nearest mountable machine site. So if we were by a charger site, it would probably send us a charger. What's that? Oh, that's the bandit camp.
That'll wake them up.
Oh, come on. Well, if it's just you, I can deal with just one. But it's not just one, it's 2, obviously. Yeah, because it's 2. So we're not gonna do this. Well, I'm curious to see what this does.
It's holding!
It's probably not a good idea while doing this. At least not when he's doing that. Stay put. Why ain't you... Okay, I was gonna say. I've actually never overridden one of these things before. This will be my first time. Let me actually get my sling. I think this will okay. Ooh, Rockbreaker heart. So the question is, did I make you hostile? Or did I... Okay, I think we're good. I wasn't sure if he was hostile because of the explosion. So even if you do override them, they will become hostile again if you damage them too much. So that's good. Alright. Okay, so he's still good. Oh, alright. That was not fun. Did not mean to get into a rock breaker place. Ugh. So it's these guys. Oh, it's them. I remember these guys. When I first came into this Shadow Carja area, I ran into them by accident. Like, ooh, crap. Alright. Alright, so here we are.
3 dead trees, just like Vanasha said. Let's see if Uthid came through here. These tracks lead up that rise. Must be the green climb.
Alright. Green climb. Probably up that way, maybe. Up to where that tree is on the cliff. There's a rappel down.
Foot tracks stop here. Time to climb.
Yep. I am indeed.
All right, made it. Where did you go, Uthid? Food scraps. I'll bet Uthid stopped to see if he was being followed. He must have kept going. I've got to catch up.
All right. So he came, set up a short campsite just to gather himself, make sure he wasn't followed, and then continued on. Thank you.
Everything useful has been stripped.
Okay, so I guess he saw it.
Uthid's been hunting. Uthid's been gathering components, probably for ammo. Glintox, looking to scavenge.
Glintox. That should get you.
Down you go!
That should get you. That should probably kill you. Didn't get you? Yes, Glintogs aren't so bad anymore now that I know how to get them out of the sky. Just gotta inflict fire on them and they'll just kind of fall to the ground themselves. And if you're lucky enough, if you're close enough, you can do a critical strike once they hit the ground. Practically killing them in the process. So that's really nice. Alright.
Uthid took down a Ravager. Not an easy kill, but worth it for the parts.
Man, it sounds like Uthid's one.
More scrap for Uthid's stockpile.
It sounds like Uthid's a good combatant.
The next one doesn't miss.
Uthid?
You're young for a bounty hunter.
Or am I old for a soldier?
I'm not here for the price on your head, Uthid. I believe you're innocent.
Innocent? Come on, then. If this is a trick, it's a good one. You've earned your kill.
Why, so he's just gonna let us walk up? Really?
No tricks. Just talk.
All right. Speak.
I want to know what happened at Sunfall. What really happened.
All right. For weeks, each dawn in the tent city came with a new death. Always in their sleep, no struggle. The old, the infirm, sometimes the young. Those who couldn't fight for the cause. I should have realized then it was a culling.
Who would do such a thing?
They thought it was a curse, an evil spirit. But it was only a man. And a silent poison. It took time to catch him, but we did. We brought him before Bahavas for the sun's judgment.
The High Priest Bahavas? He's the one who put the bounty on you.
Yes. He thanked me for my diligence, then had his guards release the villain. You see? It was he who ordered the culling. Then they turned on us. Should have died with my men, so their loyalty meant something. 20 years I gave to the sun. For what? Malice and murder? As for honor, sacrifice, true sacrifice, the kind priests and rulers know nothing of? It's all a fat joke.
Well.
If it's honor you seek, the Sun Karjas seem trustworthy. A little stuck up, maybe, but trustworthy.
Those Karja once raided your Nora lands. Raided every land we could reach. It was the Sun's will. I did what I was told. Others did worse. But as their captain, I had...
Uthid, I don't care what you did. I can't absolve you. But the Karja are changing their ways. You could too.
Perhaps. Avad doesn't understand what the Sun demands of its soldiers.
Perhaps he understands it too well.
Now you sound like the blameless Murad.
I can believe you're a good man. But why go with the Shadow Karja in the first place? Why serve them?
Because of Itaman, of course. He was the one true Sun King.
Itaman's just a child.
Yes, an untainted vessel. I believed he was pure. But they used him. Used our faith. I can see that now. No shadows under a noonday sun. Bahavas didn't need to disgrace my name. I did it myself, serving a rotten throne.
Well, at least he knows now. A little too late, but I guess he finally sees it. It's like, and I want his helmet. Oh, actually his outfit, except for the sleeves. That's a cool looking outfit.
I met someone who wants to get you out of this. A woman named Vanasha. But first, we need to get you out of here.
What are you? You look like a hunter. You give orders like a soldier who's been out... Mercenaries. Think they'll all line up to tell me I'm innocent?
Should have stayed on the plains, Karja! The mountains belong to us! Keycook's killers! When we're done with you, you won't even leave an echo!
You didn't make it hard to be followed. Almost as if you wanted to go out in a showdown.
Not much gets by you.
Incoming!
Really?
It's up to you now, men. Rally! We can still finish them!
Oops. I wonder, can I set them on fire? Yes, I can.
Keep up the attack! We still got another squad on the way!
Didn't want you to get out of my way.
Move in! We'll send the rest as soon as they arrive.
We're getting picked off!
That won't be the last of them. Follow me. I've stashed supplies up above.
Yeah, that the fire sling did work. All right, let's go.
Up and over. Grab what you can while we still have time.
So where do you think they're gonna come from? Over here?
A robust defense is the most satisfying to break. All right, Marvels. We brought the priest out here, so let's put on a show for him.
I know that, Hood. We've unfinished business, Bahavas and I. This will be difficult. I think you rallied to a lost cause.
I don't intend to die today, Uthid.
I did. But you're starting to change my mind.
Patience. Break down their defenses. I've been a soldier a while longer than these cracks.
Look out! Bad.
To your left.
But my Marvels thrive on adversity.
Take the fight to them.
What the hell?
Mala!
Yeah, they have something on the end of their stick. Okay, those guys had something on the end of their weapons that exploded on impact. Where am I? Oh.
No shame in taking it. Here it comes. Last thing you'll ever see.
The sun blazes at our backs.
Two of you don't fight!
Look
Not
out!
bad.
To your left.
But my Marvels thrive on adversity. Step it up, boys!
these guys. This guy's still up there.
Fighting, you filthy maggots!
Yeah, him.
To me, you chumps!
That's the last of the marvels.
Bahavas thought he had enough fodder to keep him safe. Now there's hope for justice. Will you come with me?
Come on, hold on. If we didn't get knocked off the ledge, this wouldn't be so bad, but... I got one more round fighting Shadow Carja this time. It looked like one of them had heavy weapon, so...
This won't be easy. Bahavas still has his personal guard.
Yeah, I know. Do we want to try a different weapon? Yeah, or do we want to set up trap? Let's see if we can set up trap first. Loot's on the way, so let's take the loot.
I'd have to leave something else behind.
All right.
Across there and we'll have him.
I had to come here myself to end your suffering, Uthid, and mine. The Outlanders led us here, and now that they are dead, their price is most affordable. But enough with needles. It's time for blades. Remove them from the sun's sight.
And of course, it probably shows 3, but it's probably 10.
Make it hurt as the shadow falls upon them. The sun sets on your pathetic life, Uthid. Oh, sun.
Oh, Uthid, we need a little... Ow.
Sun's judgment upon you.
Kill the traitor. Kill Nora.
Well, Uthid, I need you to... Well, that
We'll
works.
down them swiftly. Up to his perch.
Okay. Alright. Definitely stronger enemies, but not too bad. Definitely had to take out this guy first. Definitely had to take him out first, otherwise it's going to be a real challenge.
Whatever deal you worked out with him, I'll double it. More than double it.
No. I'm tired of this, Bahavas. The lies and the violence and your cheap scented oils. I don't suppose you'd kill yourself.
I had to. I had to. Prune the weak, or all the Karja in Shadow are doomed.
This solves nothing. But may the sun find some worth among your drying bones.
That was quite a fireworks show.
You took your time?
I was busy. What do you think happened to Yan Shund, the other mercenary band? And I had to organize passage to Meridian for a wanted man. Give us a moment, Uthid. Girl talk. You've had quite a day. I never imagined Bahavas would blunder into his own trap. His death opens up wonderful possibilities. Remember Edaman and Nasadi? The Child King and his mother guarded like hostages at Sunfall? With Bahavas gone, no one will be watching them. I want to get them out. And I could use your help.
Sounds like a good next step.
Kidnapping the Sun King of the Shadow Karja is no small task.
It's not kidnapping. They want to go to Meridian, to safety.
How do you know that?
I've been posing as Nasadi's handmaiden. She's scared. For herself, of course, but mostly for Edaman.
What's going to happen to Uthid now?
Don't worry. You gave him a second life, and I'll put it to good use. He'll be welcomed in Meridian as a military advisor. Hopefully he can help Avad finish the Shadow Karja with as little bloodshed as possible.
What's going to happen at Sunfall now that Bahavas is dead?
Oh, it will be glorious. The priests will panic. There'll be infighting, skullduggery, and backstabbing as they wrangle for power. Best of all, they'll be distracted. Bahavas, your life brought misery, but your death is a flower that blooms in abundance.
So basically what we wanted. Chaos and confusion.
Why do you care what happens to them?
Edaman is the Shadow Karja's figurehead. If he defects, it will remove their last trace of legitimacy. Beyond that, he's just a boy who clings to his mommy. He made a little grazer for me out of matchsticks once. It wasn't very good, but still, nobody ever made anything for me before.
Sounds like you're like his shadow guardian or whatever. Guard, whatever. Yeah.
What do you need to get Nasadi and Edaman out of Sunfall?
With Bahavas dead, Sunfall is the easy part. I'll handle that. The big fuss will be crossing the border to the Sundom. Find my friend, 3-Toe Huadiv, near the branded shore. I hired his crew to sweep the path, so all you have to do is wait for me.
If this Huadiv has already cleared the area, why do you need me?
Contingencies, little huntress. Something will go wrong, and I need protection I can count on. You.
I'll try not to disappoint.
All right.
The Nora said you would help me. Are we bound for Meridian?
Only if you want to go, my dear.
What choice do I have?
None at all. I was just being polite.
All right. Yep.
What makes you think Avad will welcome me after I served his enemies?
He's a forgiving man. Just smile a lot. You can't smile, can you? No, that's a grimace.
All right. Oh, okay. Nice little arena for that. If we weren't knocked off, we would have gotten that done faster. All right, so. All right, so what's our time? 50. I think we can try doing this one. Yeah, we'll see. We'll go here. We'll do this next one. I believe this is just the end of this little side quest. getting Idaman and his mother out. I think it's the end of this little thing. All right. And got some Deathbringers in the sand. Oop. Let's not fight yet. I have a feeling we're gonna need another. Gonna have to do another fight here. Alright, so it's over here. Okay. Gonna gather this loot.
Might need this.
Ooh, they had a bunch of stuff here. Okay. Quick save and let's talk to Three-Toe Huvad. Seems like he's had better days.
You're Three-Toe Huadiv, right? Vanasha sent me. What happened?
I got hornswoggled, that's what. Vanasha batted her lashes, wiggled her hips, and promised us treasure. Clear a path for the royals, she said. Sneak past the garrison and skewer a few watches. Hardly a bother. Little did we know there was a damned monstrosity lurking underground. When will I learn not to gawk at skinny girls?
Well, it's your fault for succumbing to her temptations. I mean, I would, but...
Why do you think Vanasha swindled you?
My crew came to Sunfall because we heard the bounties were fat. She offered us the fattest one of all, enough to retire on. It's my own damned fault for taking the bait. Should have known I'd end up with a rupture in my useful parts.
Ouch.
So Vanasha needed safe passage for Nasadi and Idaman, but it didn't work out?
She made it sound so sweet and easy. Find the best path to the lake, make sure it's safe. What could go wrong? Turns out, a lot. Like bloody murder in the grinding jaws of a heinous death beast.
Rock breakers, probably.
Something attacked you from underground.
Oh, you picked that up, did you? I wondered why the Shadow Carja didn't pay attention to the pass. Well, they don't need to. A rock-eating demon guards it for them. It tunnels in the dirt, breaks through the earth, and blasts rocks from its stinking face. I barely escaped. My comrades weren't so lucky. I might shed a tear if they weren't all cutthroats and cheaters.
Vanasha will be here soon with Nasadi and Idaman. I've got to destroy that thing in the pass before they arrive.
You're not too bright, are you? Well, we didn't last long against it, but I'll tell you what I know. It has armor everywhere, a little less at the rear. And when it goes underground, it will lose track of you if you're quiet. You might even be able to keep it from going under altogether if you hit its big crooked arms hard enough. That's all I can offer, friend. I promise to look solemn at your funeral before I hit the bar.
Oh, there's a data pad around here. All right, so
Saving these for the trail.
I don't know. Wonder where that is. All right, so it's a rock breaker. Hopefully it's just one, but it might be more than that. Come on, come
Looks
here.
like we're introduced.
A bit too early. Really? Did it? Oops. Really? The immediate down and then up is just really there. Now you're kind of stuck. Really? Oh, I didn't get his front paw. There. Now you should not be able to go back under. The immediate dig underground and then leap forward. God, so it's dumb. Ooh, stealth and melee. Cool. Yeah, you have to break all four of its little digger claws to prevent it from going underground. Which I think you only need like 2 or 3 in order to prevent it from going underground, but who am I? Who am I? All right, let's just gather some stuff. Gather our rewards. Thank you. All right, let's head back up. Man, this rock breaker definitely chunked these people.
Should have brought a cart.
Yes, you should. All right, let's go back up.
By the radiant sun, I can't believe it. I thought that evil rock chewer would grind you up. After that miracle, all we can do is wait. Vanasha will be here soon, along with a boat that'll take the royals across the lake.
Seems like a good mercenary guy.
Ah, little huntress. Glad you accepted my invitation to play bodyguard. Where are your men, Huadiv? It looks like something chewed you up and spat you out.
That's pretty much exactly what happened.
The way is clear. Can we go?
I like how you always cut to the chase. In this case, literally. It won't be long before you're followed. Don't be afraid, Your Radiance. We've got excellent protection.
I guess another fight.
Oh dear. Here come the Shadow Carter, and they're very angry with me.
I'll hold them off.
Very noble of you, but when I start a fuss, I like to finish it. Not that your assistant isn't welcome. Huadiv, get Itaman and his mother to the shore. Carefully. So it comes to this. I must say, after 2 years under the heel of these zealots, I'm ready to extract a little blood.
Alright. So we actually are going to try and get...
Some traps would be nice. Shall we prepare a little surprise for them?
They probably want this.
Are you sure you don't have any traps, little huntress?
I do, that's just...
And done.
Take cover up there, behind that rock.
Alright.
Here they are. Let's make it hurt, shall we?
Who? Me?
Well, that was entertaining, but I suspect we're not done. More of the bastards. Get ready.
Oh, you guys don't want to go this way?
Well now, seems I worked up a bit of a sweat.
Really, that was it? Wow. Okay, I over-prepared for that one. Ooh, you had a blue one. What do you got? Oh, your heart. Nope. Ooh, freeze module. Cool. Alright, Vanash. I did all the work. What do you got, Jerry?
I don't want to jinx it, but we might be in the clear. A bit late, aren't we, gentlemen?
Sorry, ma'am. The boat's waiting.
Damn, I spoke too soon.
This one's mine. Get to the boat.
You know, this time I think I might be out of my league. If anything happens to her, I will be very cross.
We're not going anywhere.
Oh, hello, big fella. They have a cave troll. Yeah, this will probably work. Take him out. Well, if you want, come over here. Ooh. Ow. There was another... What's the other one? There was another... Finally get it off. There we go. Where's the... Oh, it's over there. Wow. Grab this thing. He probably broke loose already because of the fire. Yeah.
I should switch weapons.
Alright. Corrupted Thunderjaw. A real beast of a machine. Probably gonna be one of the hardest machines we'll fight in the game. Alright. Good stuff, thank you. And sadly our spearmans did not survive. All right. I wonder earlier when it went the whole rock breaker thing, I wonder if we could override it and still count it as being killed. And it's still being around during this fight. That would be pretty cool. If that was a thing. It may not have been a thing. It may not allowed you to override it or whatnot. But I should probably try it out next time.
Not exactly a royal barge, is it? Oh well, defectors can't be choosers. Let's get aboard, shall we?
As long as it gets us point A to point B.
You've done a good thing. Maybe even ended a war.
Maybe. But my war just keeps going.
As we ride off into the sunset.
Edaman, my brother, welcome home. You have nothing to fear. You are now under the protection of the Sundom. My protection. As is your mother, she will not be harmed. You have my word, the law of the sun. Aloy, it seems I see your influence everywhere. You've done so much for the Sundom, and it will always be appreciated. You have my thanks. May you walk in the light.
Appalling. I spent 2 years in the Forbidden West setting this up, and the redhead gets all the credit?
I'm still getting paid, right?
You'll be lucky if I let you live. I couldn't have done this without you. When we meet again, I'll give you a proper thanks. I promise.
Side quest complete. Skill point and XP. Nice.
Check out these wares.
Machines or bandits try to get past me, they'll have a fight.
I'm just gonna check every merchant I come across from now on. Well, I always do, but now in particular, 'cause, not too bad. Okay. Oh, let's not roll off to our deaths. All right, so I'm guessing they're back up here in Meridian. I do want to go talk to him, but he can wait. Nice, we got Rockbreaker Heart, Thunderjaw Heart, Behemoth, Deathbringer. All we need is a Stormbird just to cover our bases. Alright, so that side quest is done. Nice. Alright. So now we just have to go back to the Sunfall. Yeah, we can go back next episode, but for right now.
Don't pass up these goods. Don't forget to stop.
All right, and with that, I'll call an episode right here. Yep. Yes. We started off expecting to continue on the main quest. Go through Sunfall into the Zero Dawn research facility or Zero Dawn place where it was made. They had a name to it. Yeah, Zero Dawn Project Facility. Sorry. Fully intended to do that this episode, but on the way inside we encountered Vanasha, who opened up another side quest. Yeah, she basically asked us to help. First, she asked us to help Uthid, one of the Shadow Karja military people, protect him or help him survive or whatever. Because, the corrupted priesthood basically put a bounty on his head because he uncovered a secret that, not supposed to uncover. So we went out, we encountered him, fought off 2 mercenary bands, and then we confronted the head priest of the Shadow Karja. Bahamas? I think it's Bahamas. Yeah. Yep. Where Uthid put him down. Yep. So that one was pretty tricky. We did get knocked off a ledge. We didn't die to the enemies. We died to gravity, which is per the course for video games. Yeah. You guys see me die mostly to gravity anyway, so. But. Yeah. So we rescued Uthid, met up with Vanasha again, who asked us to help free Idaman and his mother, basically the Shadow, or not, King of Odd's younger brother. Yeah, the guy the Shadow Karja were rallying behind for legitimacy to reclaim the Sun Throne. If Odd's not the true king, this prince is. And even though he's probably 4 years old, maybe 5. So his mother's doing everything she could to protect him while there. So we helped out to get them out of there. So had to fight off some Rockbreaker and then some Shadow Karja corrupted machines, and ended up having to fight a corrupted Thunderjaw. Probably one of the strongest machines in the game. And yeah, because corrupted machines, they get extra health, extra damage. So Thunderjaws are pretty tough on their own. But so we did all that. We got them out of there, and now they're here in Meridian. Well, they're in Meridian. We're not in Meridian right now. We will probably stop by and check them out or talk to them. We'll see. I don't know if we'll do that at the beginning of the next episode or after going through the Zero Dawn facility. We'll probably do it at the start of the next episode. Probably. We'll see. But anyway, yep. And next episode, we will continue on where we left off, to the deep secrets of the Earth. Yep, so we'll go back to Sunfall, and I guess it wants us to jump into the Sun Ring, I guess. I don't know. But we'll make our way to the Zero Dawn Project facility, and hopefully not have to do anything serious. I'm pretty sure we will have to fight machines, for sure. It's not looking good,
These aren't goods, they're necessities.
Anyway. That's all for another episode, and I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.